political leader and the Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. the Honourable Keith Christopher Rowley, to our deputy political leaders, our Lady Vice Chair, our General Secretary, the Honourable Foster Cummings, to all the other members of the executive of the People's National Movement, to my cabinet colleagues, to the members of Parliament, to you, my PNM family, specially invited guests, members of the media, and to those looking on near and far in Trinidad and Tobago and outside. Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to NAPA in Port of Spain. You all would allow me a couple indulgences here this afternoon. The first is you would allow me this moment to recognize and to pay tribute to a friend, a sister, a comrade in the movement, someone who is very dear to many of us, if not all of us, but who tragically passed away 41 days ago with two of her children, our Honourable Lisa Morris Julian, Member of Parliament for Dabadi O'Meara and Minister in the Ministry of Education, and a dear sister to the PNM family. I pay tribute to her in her untimely passing and think it fitting for me to recognize her at the start this afternoon. But brothers and sisters, today is a day for us to be thankful. Today is a day for us to be joyful. Because today is a day that we come together once again to celebrate 69 years as the foremost, most powerful, best political party in the whole Western Hemisphere. We are the People's National Movement. And I stand here this afternoon as a proud citizen, and I am grateful to the People's National Movement and to our founding fathers who had the inspiration and the foresight to create this movement and to provide us with the structure and the guidance that has taken us into this, the start of our 70th year. It was 69 years ago that Dr. Eric Williams put down his proverbial bucket in Woodford Square, opposite the Red House, the seat and the infrastructure of our democracy in Trinidad and Tobago. It is our home of democracy. It has always been the People's National Movement that has taken on the task of developing Trinidad and Tobago, formulating and implementing the policies that would provide us with both social and economic growth and sustainability. That is the responsibility that we in the People's National Movement have taken seriously for 69 years, and there is no one that could say we have not delivered for Trinidad and Tobago. And for that, give yourselves a round of applause. It is the People's National Movement that took on the task of developing education in Trinidad, the healthcare system, the major infrastructure in Trinidad and Tobago. We have delivered time and time again, not only a free education system, from kindergarten all the way up to tertiary education. We are the ones that established the University of Trinidad and Tobago. We are also the ones that established free health care for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Because it is our record as the movement that we will always do what is responsible and right for the people of Trinidad and Tobago and on their behalves. And that is something we in the People's National Movement must be proud of. 69 years of delivery, the major infrastructure in this country. You need only look around the whole of Trinidad and Tobago, and every piece of major infrastructure, every building of significance, including where we are here this afternoon, the waterfront, the Twin Towers, the Hall of Justice, what you see at Point Lisas, what you see in Point Fortin with Atlantic LNG, when you see our major arteries, the highways, and the major road infrastructure in Trinidad and Tobago, that was all delivered by us, the People's National Movement, for the people of Trinidad and Tobago, as we have always delivered governance in the most responsible manner. And that is something I am abundantly proud to be a part of. The PNM has always led the way, not only in Trinidad and Tobago, but throughout the region. You need only look at every time the PNM government is in power, at the leading role that we play in the CARICOM region, in the Western Hemisphere and beyond. And today is a day I, as a citizen, would like to thank Dr. Keith Rowley for the leading diplomatic role he has played in re-establishing us as a leader, not only in the CARICOM, but throughout the globe. It is every PNM leader that is able to walk into whatever hall, whatever meeting room, whatever presidential or prime ministerial office anywhere in the world. And this country fear not, because when that PNM leader and prime minister leaves that office, leaves that boardroom, leaves that House of Parliament or wherever it is, you rest assured that us, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, are always better off. It is always a PNM leader who will advocate for Trinidad and Tobago and the region and make sure that our voices are heard. And that is something that every single leader of our great party has delivered in the last 69 years, without a doubt, and without any comparison from any other leader who has led Trinidad and Tobago. But today, brothers and sisters, today, family and friends, my message is one of unity, one of inclusivity, because that is a proud pillar of the People's National Movement. This is a movement that from day one has welcomed all into our fold. And that is something we will continue to do without fear or favor. Because this party practices what our principles say. This party is a principled party. And that is something I am proud of as a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. So today, we welcome all. We welcome and embrace everyone into our fold. The changes that will take place as our party continues to evolve is one that by necessity welcomes all who are willing to positively contribute to the sustained growth and development of Trinidad and Tobago for all people in Trinidad and Tobago. And that will carry us forward in our next stages of this country's development, because we are on the brink. We are feeling the wave of movement taking place once again, led none other than by the People's National Movement. We are in a critical year. It is an important year, not only for us as a party, but also for the future of our great Twin Island state and country. We in the PNM must stand firm and resolute in our convictions. We must be prepared to stand up against those who lie, who mislead, and who attempt to regain power of our country for their own selfish purposes. It is us who must stand in the breach, and it is us, the People's National Movement, who must ensure that our party remains in governance this year. Citizens, do not forget the disaster that befell our country between 2010 and 2015. As distant a memory as it may seem, do not forget the difficulties that this party, under the great leadership of Dr. Rowley for the last 10 years, took to rebuild it to its former greatness. And as we stand now, well poised and on the brink of taking this country to the next level and stage where we need to go, it is a call to you, starting with the membership of the party, to ready yourselves. Because we are now in 2025, in our 70th year, but ready yourself for the battle that is ahead, because it will be a battle. But in that battle cry from the PNM ranks, we welcome all those who are prepared to work for the betterment of Trinidad and Tobago, and all those who want to take us to where we deserve to be and the potential that we have. Our citizens this year will be called upon to choose once again to decide who is the best choice to take Trinidad and Tobago forward to 2030. And friends, family, citizens, it is obvious there is only one choice, and that is the movement, the People's National Movement. So ready yourselves for the potential battle that is ahead of us. We have shown time and time again that we, as a unified and fortified People's National Movement, marching together as one, are unbeatable. So I welcome you here this afternoon, and I welcome you to the journey ahead and the battle that we are about to embark upon. And I guarantee you that as a unified front, we are unbeatable. And I look forward to the People's National Movement continuing in governance of Trinidad and Tobago. And I look forward to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago once again making the right choice. Because 2025 is another year where the PNM will once again stamp itself in the history not only of Trinidad and Tobago, but in the region and the Western Hemisphere and beyond, as we show once again that we are prepared to take the unprecedented steps and to lead where no one has led before, for the betterment not only of our country, but of the region. So welcome, and let us enjoy ourselves this afternoon. And I look forward to joining you in the many battles ahead as we continue to govern Trinidad and Tobago for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And as we say together, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, and we shall prevail. Thank you.